What's going on, everybody? This is AJ again for a Final Fantasy XI Online video. Don't seem very popular, but that's okay. I enjoy playing the game, so we're gonna keep at it. When we left off, we were level 5 warrior in all starting gear, so we've gotten not one upgrade yet. Check our conquest points. We're still at 354, which is not great. We want to be getting into the thousands for gear and an XP ring. So, hopefully, put a dent in that today. And I think last time we dinged 10, and I didn't check. I'm pretty sure that is Provoke level 5. Provoke is level 5. So we can go ahead and make a macro for that. Be easier to pull these mobs to us so we don't have to run after them. Macros. Macro. Oh, I've never seen that happen before. And since Provoke is a job ability, it's going to be JA, the name, in quotation marks. And since we're not doing it to ourselves, we're doing it to a target, we're going to do T. And again, these macros, you can do multiple lines, you can do multiple you can change gear in the macro. To make a job ability or weapon skill more effective. We'll see what Provoke looks like. And as I said last episode, this is the grind. We are just grinding. I believe Provoke has a 30-second timer, so you just gotta remember that you can't use it every time you want to use it. And down here you're going to see the game time. In-game time is 1500, which is what? That's 3 p.m. I believe it's 3 p.m. Once that gets to, I'm not sure if it's 18 or 20, that's when you get to see different mobs come out. The bats will normally only come out at night. In higher level zones, you'll have ghosts and skeletons come out. And they're, when that happens, you normally don't want to mess with them because they are really tough for whatever zone they are in. And I'm not sure if I've mentioned this yet. I am becoming an old man, so sometimes I repeat myself, so I apologize for that. But so I'm originally from the East Coast, and maybe 15 years ago now, just about 15 years ago, I moved to the Midwest, and it's after 15 years, it's still a change for me. A lot of great stuff, and a lot of not so great stuff. One of the items that I deal with on a daily basis is I moved to a small town recently. I bought a very small house in a very small town, and all through my town I have a 25-mile-an-hour speed limit, which I'm fine with. I'm definitely okay with lower speed limits, but I think there's something mentally different about having a 25-mile-an-hour speed limit, let's say, rather than like a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit. I think when people drive and they see 45, most of the time, if it's 45, you're going to be driving 50, 55, even 60. It's not uncommon to see somebody doing 60 in a 45. I mean, it's against the law, you get pulled over, you get a ticket, but it's not uncommon to see. With the 25-mile-an-hour speed limit, it is just so weird that everybody does like 23 miles an hour, not 25, not 30. If it's just me, if it's me alone on the road, I'll do 30, 35. Yes, I'm admitting to a crime on YouTube. Crazy, I know. But if the speed limit's 25, and you're doing 30, I think you're gonna be okay. And it's these same people, you'll see these people driving 25 or 23 miles an hour in a 25-mile-an-hour zone, then hop on the highway where it's 65 and they'll be doing 80 no problem. Got no problem doing 80 on the highway. I'm going 50 miles above, but when it comes to a 25-mile-an-hour speed limit, they're too afraid to do 23. Just it drives me nuts. And that's my rant right there for that, because just got home, had to run out for a minute. It's Sunday. I don't know what today's date is. I don't care. But it's Sunday about 8:20 p.m. Had a good day today. Got some cleaning done. Had to go into work for a couple hours. I do work from home, so it's not that strenuous, but still work. And me and my young son and girlfriend carved pumpkins today, and that was fun. I guess one of those things where it's a lot of fun when you're a kid, and then you grow up and you're in your 20s, and I can't be bothered to do that. I'm just too cool to carve pumpkins. But no, it was a lot of fun. And here are the bets, like I was talking about. They came out at 17. I guess I was wrong on that. But yeah, the bets are not always out. And I don't think there's anything in Bastock, but if you ever play this game and it's your first time playing this game and you choose Sandoria, definitely save all of your bat wings. There's a quest that I believe it's every two. Every 2 bat wings gives you 200 gil, which is pretty darn good. It's one of those early ways to make money out there. And again, like I stated in the last episode, I haven't played Bastock in a very, very long time, so I'm probably missing a lot of quests item that I should be either looking for or looking to seek out to get better gear, but we'll look into that a little bit later. We're just grinding right now. Geez, we haven't dinged yet. Unsurprising. Where are we? Wow. This is going to be a whole lot of grinding. Alright, well we get 100 conquest points from what we've been doing so far, just about. And another reason that you'd want to go warrior, maybe monk, maybe red mage. I think those would be your best first starting classes. I think those would probably be the easiest. If you see how slow this is going, you would not imagine if you chose white mage for your first job. I believe you get Dia, which is a very, very weak dot damage over time. Very, very, very weak. And they don't have the stats that a warrior does, the strength and dex and the bite. So you're looking at, I mean, I think early on, if you're a white mage, you get cure, but it's not something you want to. It's definitely not something that you'd want to start with. I definitely recommend that if you've never played Final Fantasy XI and you said to yourself, I want to be a white mage, either warrior or red mage first. That's going to be your best bet to beginning the leveling process. Again, this game can be very frustrating. This game can be very elitist. I believe, what was it? And I have no idea how I remember this. This is back in 2003 or 4. One of the, and I don't think people were calling it memes back then, but one of the memes was somebody who would have their main job as a warrior, and at level 18 you get a sub job, and your sub job is always half the level of your main job. So if you're level 20, your sub job's going to be level 10. And one of the memes back in 2003 or 4 was saying that a warrior should have a white mage sub, so it could be, hey, I'm very strong physically, but yet I still have this healing capability, and that was called the butter sheep. So That's to this day, if I were to type into general chat, I'm thinking about going butter sheep. The butter sheep build. Can anybody give any information on it? And everybody would probably laugh and tell you white mage, warrior white mage. It's not recommended, and that's a little bit. It's a little bit sad, and you kind of hope that maybe not the butter sheep, but maybe Horizon, the new planned private server that's coming out in December. You hope that they will, you know, break the mold of acceptable main job, sub job, status quo. I mean, let's say for a melee character, if you're going to be either maybe a dark knight or a dragoon. Dragoon is probably not a good example because they could slash mage and be very viable. But say a dark knight. Most dark knights, if you look them up, you're going to see. Well, Dark Knight's probably another one that's probably not a great example. You're going to see ninja mostly. You're going to see some warrior. You're going to see some Sam. And probably some thief. Let's go take a look, I guess. While we're healing. Where's the search? Okay. Search by job. Dark Knight. None in this area. All areas. So, mostly ninja, some Sam. Not sure. This guy's going all out. Galka, too. That means he's got 0 mana. But he's having fun, good for him. A couple of monk, wow. Is that something new that I don't know about? They're both in Dynamis. Dark Black Mage. More than likely for the war. But yeah, either way, it's actually quite surprising to see Dark Monk. But then again, I haven't played Final Fantasy XI online private server for a couple of years now. But most of the time, sub-jobs are very rigid, where there are acceptable forms and there are non-acceptable forms. And it's unfortunate, but if you try to seek a party, an XP party, and you're a warrior black mage, they will say either switch your sub or you're not coming. And again, being a private server, you can't say, you don't pay my subscription, I'll do what I want. Alright, so we're getting close to level 6. This is actually taking a lot longer than I remember. But then again, I haven't leveled to level 1 with no sub job in probably a couple of years. Okay, a couple more to level 6. I don't think there's anything exciting at level 6. But now, as you remember on the last episode, I said that I don't think that level 10 is a great time to party in the dunes. Now you can see um, this gets very monotonous, and you can see why somebody would want to force themselves into a level 10 dunes party, because the XP goes a lot faster in parties. Goes a lot faster in parties, and you know, not as fast as you would think. You'll still probably spend, 2 or 3 hours in a party to get 1, maybe 2 if you're lucky levels when you're in your 40s or 50s. So this is a grind. It's definitely a grind. There we go. Level 6. And we don't have anything fun. We have a lot of wind crystals. Nothing fun. Check on the conquest points. Alright, 550. Getting there. Getting there. Hoping by level 6. I'm hoping by level 7 or 8 we can get an item for our conquest points. So I believe level 1, I could be wrong, but I think level 1 you could get gloves and a headpiece, and I think both of them give you attack. I could be wrong. But you definitely, and that comes to mind, you definitely don't want to go try to get an XP party in the dunes wearing your starter gear. Can you do it? Sure. Will people be very happy about it? No. Damage 5, level 1 sword, the old onion sword. You're not gonna be doing great damage. At that point, you're asking to be carried, which in any MMO, definitely not a great thing. And another thing from Final Fantasy XI, which, if you are viewing the window below the character, you can see every once in a while you'll get a point, a 0 point, more than likely 0.1 skill up. So this, and for WoW players that are watching this, you think skill ups in WoW are bad. These are tremendously bad. You can, right now I'm using a sword. A warrior doesn't really want to use a sword. Maybe from levels 1 through 12 you will. And then again at 75 if you're lucky enough to get one of the best weapons in the game, which is Riddle, and I believe that's dropped off of, is it Fafnir? I don't know if it's Fafnir or Needhog. But again, those, depending on what server you're on or what iteration of Final Fantasy XI you are, those are like 24-hour spawns, and there's probably 175 people camping them, and the drop rate is like 0.01 or I don't know. I've never seen it drop. Then again, I've only killed Fafnir probably killed Faf maybe 4 or 5 times. Like, ever. Throughout over 20 years of Final Fantasy play. And one of the reasons is that this game favors the no-lifers. And I used to be a bigger no-lifer than I am now. But yeah, we're talking, you're going to join a link shell, which is equivalent to a guild. So yeah, a link shell or an LS, and you're going to have, 50, 60 people in that link shell. And if you're going after these giant monsters, you're going to need to be available at 2 in the morning on Tuesday. And then the next day they're going to say, okay, we killed him at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. We'll see you all back here at 6 a.m. on a Wednesday. And most rational people can't do that. But there are people that do it. I did it for a while. I'd have the alarm on. Need to get up at 3:30 a.m. on a Monday and go to work at 8 a.m. But we're gonna try to, and it's only just at that point it's you're looking for a opportunity to claim this monster Fafnir. You're looking for the opportunity to claim him. Not even you're not guaranteed, but there are 180 some odd people in this zone that becomes laggy as hell, and you're up at an ungodly hour for the chance to claim them, for even a smaller chance of getting anything good if you kill him, if you do claim him. And that was long before I had a kid. I don't think you can. I believe that's what is that H&M. That's what they would call it. You can't farm H&M if you have a young child. Maybe if you have basically an adult at 16 years old, you can do all that fun stuff because they're doing their own thing. But no. If he falls down, if my kid falls down and hits his knee, he doesn't care that Daddy's trying to claim Faf. And then on to the kind of the unfortunate kind of part of that as well is, and just like any other MMO, Final Fantasy has a very, very, very long history of botting and exploits and all of that. And it's pretty sad because, as you can see, judging by simply the early levels, it's a lot of time invested. It's a lot of time invested. So if you're investing more than likely hundreds of hours to get your character to the point where you're a valuable member of your team and you're ready to try to get this epic fight for your link shell, and then you have some bot, speed hack or auto claim something that spent hours trying to do, and this guy just comes in and more than likely he hacked his way to 75 or dual boxed or power leveled his way to 75, so he's got no problem. He didn't invest the time, and there's a good amount of it. There's a good amount of botting and exploits and cheats, and I think Eden, as a private server, from what I've read, has done a pretty good job of taking care of all that. But it's still out there. I mean, you can't catch it all. But it just feels like it diminishes. It diminishes everybody else's, hard work. And if you have the patience to level not just one, but multiple jobs, to 37 for sub jobs, and then 75 for your main job, and then have multiple main jobs. It's a lot of dedication. It's not handed to you. I mean, in WoW, you can log in once a day for an hour, and after maybe 2 months, you'll hit level, 60, 70, or 80, depending on what expansion you're playing. In Final Fantasy 11, if you log in for an hour, you might get there in a year to level 75 with fully leveled sub jobs. It takes a lot of time, a lot of dedication, because there'll be times too where, okay, I'm going to be a warrior. If I set out to be a warrior, there'll be times where I'll look for a group, because you really cannot gain XP outside of group play. I guess realistically around 20 something. I'm pretty sure you could solo if you know what you're doing. You could solo up to about 25 ish. But it's way more time and way more effort than grouping. But there'll be a time where I want a group, and I will shout in general chat, and I will put my party flag up, and it could be up there for an hour and a half, and I don't have anybody saying, hey, yeah, join my party, or yeah, no, or I could try to build a party and just nobody's biting. We don't have a healer, we don't have the right support. So it's just, that's an hour and a half that's just gone. You don't have it anymore. You did absolutely nothing with your time. So that's always a kind of a thing. I mean, in a game like WoW, if you have an hour and a half, you don't have to wait for anybody else. I mean, if you want to do a dungeon, okay, but you don't have to get XP. You could just grind mobs and quests, and you'll be fine. And the funny thing is that I'm sitting here spouting how hardcore it is, and how, oh, you'll probably, be a lot better off playing another game. And one of the reasons I'm playing this on a Let's Play is because I'd love people to play. If you've never experienced Final Fantasy XI, the story's amazing. I'm sure a lot of people have played Final Fantasy XIV. That story's amazing. This story's amazing too. Again, for the era this was made to be a MMO, I think the graphics are just simply amazing, and they get better. They get better. On top of them getting better, I always feel when you look at, like, say, WoW Classic, some of the armor like you feel like you could look at a level 60 warrior in Classic WoW, and they could have really good armor, but they look like a clown. They really do. It's like, oh, I've got my pink pants on with my yellow helmet and my brown shoulder pads, because they're BIS right now. So, but you look ridiculous. At least in Final Fantasy 11, most of the time you look like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. If you're a mage, it looks like you're wearing robes, and maybe the colors don't match, but they're muted earth tone colors that are not in your face. If you're a maniac wielding a two-handed axe, you look like a maniac wielding a two-handed axe, not, paint by numbers for, preteen girls that have hot pink pants and yellow helmets. That being said, I love WoW though. But that took time for me to fall in love with WoW. Like I think I said in the first episode of this series, pretty sure when I finally stopped playing my retail character in the Wings of the Goddess expansion, it was maybe, I want to say like 390 days played, and yeah, a good amount could have been AFK, but a good amount wasn't. It was just hours and hours of grinding, hours of farming, hours of, doing fun LS events, or, Dynamis, or trying to get COP missions done. There's always a lot to do. There's a lot to do in Final Fantasy 11 that will keep you busy. Oh my gosh, a level 2 warrior. We're not alone in the zone. But that's also, when you look at this zone, that's not a great thing. For this zone, on a very healthy, low-level population server, this zone is normally camped pretty good, because not these bees that we're fighting right here, but the slightly higher level bees, they will drop both honey and beehive chips, which they don't sell for a ton, but when you have 60 guild to your name, yes, they, very, very uneducated guess, I would say that a stack of honey would probably sell for 900, and beehive chips for 2,300, 3,200. But normally there's just at least one person in the zone farming, if not people competing for it. And as you can see, I'm not sure, it's pretty small. I still haven't taken the time to look at the UI to make it bigger, easier to read for people watching. But in the bottom right corner of the screen, there is a neon green number that says 2,168. That's going to be my my TP. I believe that stands for tactical points, and that's just what you need, that to be over 1,000 to use your weapon skill. And I think I've always been this way, where I like to save it for, you know, the oh shit moment when I shouldn't be. Because when you have anything over 2,000, that means that you could have used it already, and now you have an opportunity to use it again, and you're not. But then again, these mobs we're fighting are extraordinarily low level, so none of them are really giving us a fight. Okay, 750, here we go. It's exciting, getting conquest points. That's what I want to do on a Sunday night. Get that CP. And that does have a delay. You'll always see a delay in the conquest points. I don't know how much of a delay, but it says 750 right now, but if I don't fight anything for 5 minutes, it'll go up. Not a terribly lot, but it'll go up. It is quite a ridiculous noise for a provoke. Very in your face. Okay, 100 away from level 7. Okay, now I missed twice now. I wish I had that weapon skill. definitely chugging along, and I think we're gonna... I think once we hit level 7, we'll run back into town. And, talk to some NPCs, see if we can't get any quests, and see if we can get any money. Because right now at 60G, we can't buy anything. We couldn't buy the worst piece of gear on the auction house by far. All right. Now, what's slightly funny is that I'm playing a character on Classic WoW, Wrath of the Lich King, and in 2 episodes I got that to level 7, and geez, in 2 episodes, which were just about an hour apiece, I should have been up till level 10 at least on WoW, and slightly surprised that this has taken this long. Unfortunately, there is no Arrested XP in Final Fantasy XI. Again, it's hard mode. This is... Let's go ahead and... refresh my signet. And last episode, it looked like we had a 4-hour signet. Would you happen to be one of those adventurers? I think that the only answer that you can respond is the I know you are, but what am I? You would like to know more about this badge, would you? Well, do you see how it's shaped like a wildcat's head? That's our company emblem. Go ahead and put it on, it won't hurt you. You want to know more? Quite the bother, aren't you? Our company, Salahim's Sentinels, is the largest, most prestigious and esteemed establishment in Venadiel. We have even been sanctioned by the mighty empire of Ot Urgan. Alright, to put it into words you might understand, we are mercenaries. And we are currently recruiting new members, therefore it would be much appreciated if you could show that badge to others in this town. A bit of advertising would help us out. Great. And unfortunately, if I had known that's what that was for, I wouldn't have clicked on him. Is this tent closed? Has it always been closed? Strange. Because now I'm going to have to talk to people twice. So people that would have given me a quest on the first go-round, I might have to talk to somebody twice to receive the same quest. Oh my god, that's Latifah? You do not look like Latifah. Farewell, Latifah. Howsy wowsy, don't make me talk. I heard all over. I believe that's, and this is years and years ago. I believe that's for the avatar fights for the summoner job. Maybe, could be wrong. Okay, so she sells stuff. Tiger tooth. Alright. That's very nice. Hello, Ronan. I don't know what's wrong with my son. He stays home all day and does nothing. Probably sounds like a lot of you guys. I wish it was me. What's wrong with me? I'm too scared to go outside. I want to hide in a small, narrow place. I need something big enough to hide my whole body. Do you have something like that? Can you find one for me, please? Alright. That's a weird quest. What is that called? Kadav's Curse. Oh boy. Strange. Yeah, that kid thinks I could afford 200 for a magical map. Ah, Benita. Take my word for it, housework is not easy, especially clearing clogged chimneys. That takes up a whole day. I remember my mother-in-law telling me there was an item that cleared chimneys in a flash, but what was it? I wonder, do you know? Nope, I don't know. Is that a quest? Ooh, believe it is. Benita, the chimney and blah blah blah. Go consult an elderly woman. That's what I do for most of my problems. I just locate an elderly woman and I say, hey, help me out here. You're elderly. Do me a solid. Works every time. Ah, good old Teat. What's up, Teat? Need a pinch of bomb ash. Put that in your chimney and light the fire, then boom, troubles are gone. Keep telling my daughter-in-law about it, but young people these days never listen. I agree. I agree. Thank you, Teat. I can say, bar none, that's my favorite Teat in Final Fantasy so far. Raffaella. Sometimes as we look at the sea together, Evie gets this real sad look on his face. And I think maybe he was never meant to be one of us. And that he should not stay here in Bastock. Alright, Evie, what's your problem? I am from Sandoria. Have you ever gone there? You'd do not want to. The nation is trapped in old traditions and foolish rules. The Sandorian army is thought the mightiest in Vanadiel, but is only shallow. It's only a shadow of its past. So, I'm really good at reading tonight. I chose to let my soul be ravaged by the cruel wheel of time rather than spend an eternity in that timeless city. Here at last I feel alive. Alright. Oh, you don't have a quest for me though, do you? I don't know why grown-ups say this place is useless. It's loads of fun. Grown-ups don't know what they're missing. Good old Godab. This is such great locations. I wish the Yumes hadn't dropped the whole project. You should have seen us when the foremen were still here. We were busy like bees, but happy as lambs to take part in this big project. But look at us now. The foreman took it the hardest. He disappeared while the project was canceled. I think his dog went with him too. I would hope so. I wonder what happened to him. It's still a little too early for him to have left on his journey of rebirth. Say, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Can you tell me if you heard anything about our foreman or his dog? Think I'm gonna go ask Teet. Teet seems to know a lot. Check back with Teet. This is Bag No Brock. Oh. Yeah, I'm not reading that. Isan. Yazan. Say, could you do me a favor, beat those flying rats out of the way? If you bring me a sand bat fang and prove you did your job, I'll be more than happy to pay you. Okay. I was gonna say, I think I'm getting some quests here. This is nice between us. Traveling on airships is a right only given to those proving themselves worthy. It's still a little early for you, I would think. Is that why we're so close? Oh. Joanna. No help, Joanna. No help. Oh, it's very nice. Have you heard about the commotion that occurified in the steaming sheep? A group of goblins suddenly appeared and burstificated into the restaurant. Apparently they were trying to loquitify a pair of patrons that was convermiserizing inside, a rusticated Galka and an Elven. But it didn't look like they were there for conflict imitation. They said they'd come to welcomify the pair. Jeez. We're done with. We're done with the little people. Oh, what's going on, Hilda? Ah, Powhatan. I realize I don't even own a shell shield. I'm busy preparing his welcome feast, so I'd like to find a shell shield and meet him at the travel agency in my place. And when you find him, rather, when he finds you, bring him to me. Can you do it? Sure. His name is Evrain. He's a young Yume white mage. To work then. To work. Auto. Carmelo. You look like a Carmelo. A ship that flies toward the stars of Ifrit. Interesting imagery, but I've written better prose in my sleep. Okay. A life without spirits takes the spirit out of life. That's what I say. Okay, drunk. Ah, the steaming, sheep. Trillock. Oh, yeah. I think that was a, protester. We're gonna avoid her. Alright, I think I spoke to just about everybody in Port Bastock, and we've talked to him last night. Okay. So, is there anything that we can get? Welcome to Bastock. Where Shell Shield. I think we can get that. Shut himself away. I think we can get that. Don't know where I'm gonna find the guy or his dog. Bombash. I don't know where I could get Bombash at this level. And I think this is in the dunes, so I don't think we're going to be getting there or that item for a very long time. Okay, as we walk by, we definitely need to wave to Teat. There you go. Bye, Teat. Catch you later. Alright, well we got 2 levels, which is huge for an hour. Probably not huge, but pretty okay. So we got 2 levels. A good amount of conquest points. We got to talk to Teat, which which is awesome. But I think we're gonna call it an episode right now. I might make another one tonight. Gonna take a break, grab some dinner. It's late. So, thanks for watching. Take care, guys.